What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another video. And today, you guys are probably wondering, why another endgame video? You've already reviewed it. Is this a spoiler talk? No? Why is he here? Well, you're about to find out. So, tonight, we went and rewatched... What? Don't do that. We went and saw... Well, his first time, my second time, obviously. Watched Endgame. So I thought I'd call this video my second viewing thoughts. Since I have a lot more to say about it, I'm still I want to say that I can't say because I know the movie is still only like 2 weeks old, and it's only like a week old, not 2 weeks old.
Yeah, it came out last weekend.
Yeah. So it's only like a week old, and I know a lot of people probably still haven't seen it. But if you're a Marvel fan, how have you not already seen this movie? But today we're gonna just discuss a little more in detail. We'll give like some plot points, not really spoilers. We're not gonna give away who dies or if anyone dies or any of that stuff. We're just gonna talk about some plot points of the movie and what happens that we interesting and all that good stuff. So this is Will's first time seeing it. Yeah. So before we get to my second viewing thoughts of the things that didn't click with me in the first, let's talk about a little bit what Will liked and what Will didn't like, and keep it full spoiler free. Hey, I just realized, Hulk. I'm gonna move over a little bit so he can be on screen. Is that my phone or yours? Oh, it's mine. So Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
Since this isn't a review, and I'm going to ask you to rate the movie anyway, what is your rating?
From 1 to 10.
No, we do 5 out of 5, remember?
Oh, yeah. Thanos's? Gauntlets.
No, I don't do that anymore.
Oh, why not?
I just do 5 out of 5. I just do the note. I stopped doing the whole...
Oh, I give 6 out of 5.
Dang, when's the last time... You can't do that.
Oh,
so we're just going to say 5.
I just did it. I just didn't even do about it.
We're just going to say 5 out of 5. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in like a review, hasn't it?
It's been a while.
Because he didn't remember, he didn't know you just saw your gut.
Oh, my bad.
But this movie is, well, we'll talk about it because this is his part of the video. We'll get to my part in a minute. So normally Will can't just start talking in front of the camera for some reason because he's not used to that like me. But you tell me.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
You tell me what you thought of the movie, how it made you feel, waiting for this movie to get to this movie, and how all that was.
Well, you see, all
I saw was a yawn.
Yeah, so like, this Monday, it got spoiled for me.
We're not going to give you guys
I'm not
spoilers.
going to spoil it for you, but it got spoiled for me. But I was also giving a false spoil.
We might do a video where we talk about spoilers, maybe.
So I was kind of expecting something to happen.
That didn't happen.
And I was also expecting the other stuff that happened that I know is going to happen because I know for a fact it's going to happen because I searched it.
And he also asked me to confirm it.
Yeah.
And I did. Usually I don't do that, but
like it was a good movie. They had really awesome fight scenes. You should definitely check those out. It's like one moment you'll be like, I don't know,
all jittery and
like you'll be all happy and stuff and like kind of like cheer 'em on, and then bam, you're like all sad and crap, and it's like.
Okay, so I was in the middle of the movie, well, not the middle of the movie, a certain part of the movie, I looked over at Will and he was all, like, he literally did that, he was all jittery, he was like dancing like a little kid, and I looked over at him, I was like, oh my goodness, and then later, I kept looking at him throughout the movie because I wanted to see his face reactions, because like, I've already seen it, so I didn't 100% pay attention. And I really, really liked some of the things I saw on your face. Like, there was something he was like so many facial expressions went through this boy's face. It's crazy just how much stuff was on this guy's face throughout this entire film. Keep in mind, this movie is 3 hours long. So that's
3 hours and 2 minutes.
That's a lot of face.
Exact.
That's a lot of facial expression.
A lot of ugliness too.
That's a lot of facial expression to go through in 3 hours. The movie. Oh,
I'm gonna put that down.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
I want to say something, but I don't know if it's technically a spoiler or not.
Whisper it in my ear, like as quietly as you can, so the camera cannot hear you. The what? Oh, yeah, that's not a spoiler. Go ahead.
There's quite a bit of snaps.
Yeah, I talked about. I guarantee everyone expected that. We're not gonna say what snaps represents or anything like that. We're just gonna keep our mouth shut the rest of that. Just keep in mind this. I know you haven't seen the movie. Why are you watching an endgame video? I try not to watch movie reviews until I go watch the movie myself. But thing is about okay, I want to talk about my second viewing thoughts. See, since I've already seen the movie, going to see it a second time, you see things you didn't notice before. You think about other things, and I saw a lot. And a lot of things were going through my mind while watching this movie. I was like, okay, that I didn't understand that the first time, but now I do. Because there's a lot in this movie there's a lot to go through in this movie. Because, like I said, the movie is 3 hours long. And there's some stuff that your first viewing is going to fly over your head. But your second viewing, you're going to remember. Because, like, okay, so my first viewing, I actually had to leave the theater to go to the bathroom and refill our drink. And I didn't get to, and I missed a good chunk. Maybe like 5 minutes of the movie, and so the next time I got to see that part of tonight that I missed, so I was glad to see that. And in my opinion, and now that I've seen it twice, this is my solid opinion. This is a movie you have to see on the big screen. You have to see it.
Because if you watch it on your TV, you still
unless you have a home theater. If you have a home,
that's still a big screen.
People have home theaters just like that, the movie theater. People have stuff just like that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's still a big screen.
So if you have I've never recommended you must see this movie twice. I've never done that before, but I really think this is a movie you have to watch twice on the big screen. Now, that's just my personal opinion, being a huge Marvel fan. I think this is the only Marvel movie I've seen twice on the big screen, I think. I believe, but not counting Into the Spider-Verse, because that was not part of the cinematic universe. But this is, I think, the only Marvel movie I've seen on the big screen twice. I saw Suicide Squad twice, but that's not Marvel. It's still a superhero movie, but the movie is just something, it's an experience. And every minute you're sitting there taking in this film, you're just thinking, wow, what are they going to do next? And if you've already seen it and you're watching it a second time, you're just like, okay, what am I going to realize that I didn't realize before? That was my whole mindset sitting through this movie the second time. Now, Will, how did this movie make you feel?
Happy, sad, angry.
There's so much.
Why is Thanos so stubborn?
There is so much. Look at his face. There is so much he wants to say. You just look at his face and tell that there's so much he wants to say.
It's just parts of the movie. So don't take
you want to talk about.
You just want to.
And like I said in my movie review, this is not Thanos' movie. Infinity War was like Thanos' movie. This focuses on the Avengers. It's all them. Yes, some people get more attention than others, but I think they all get a good amount of attention. It's good to have Hawkeye back. We haven't seen him
They
since...
all have more than enough.
It's good to see Hawkeye back.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him since Age of Ultron. And I didn't think about that until I watched it tonight. So Will really enjoyed the movie. We kept looking at each other. And by the way, I know there's no after credit scene in this film, but don't leave your seat as soon as the credits start, because the whole thing where they're showing the cast, that's kind of actually a really nice thing I liked, because it even recognizes very small characters. That really, I was like, okay, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad they did that. Because they're like people that weren't even in this movie that much. They were in there for a tad bit, like a little microsecond they were in the movie. And I was like, I'm so glad they did that. Because like this is basically saying, this is the end of Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What's next? Or no, wait, it's not the end of the Phase 4. We saw, Far From Home coming out in a few months. But like I said in my review, I guarantee you he might agree with me. He might not, I don't know. If they stopped making the Marvel movies right here, I would be 100% okay with it. Do you feel the same? Because it feels like a good conclusion. It feels like a good conclusion to the series. It does every character that's in this movie justice. Even ones you don't get to see, I'll let you do what you're gonna say. Even the ones you don't get to see that much of in this movie, I still feel like everyone gets their justice. And by the way, I'll talk about this a little bit more in the my next so when I talk about spoilers in another video. There's one I didn't notice my first time go around. There's a girl power moment. I looked at Will and I was like, really? I did not notice this the first time. I was like, I sat there, I was like, they honestly actually did that? I'm surprised. I'll talk about that more in detail. We'll get to what he was trying to say a second ago. You have the floor, Will.
I want more.
See,
more Marvel.
See, I'd love more Marvel. I have no problem with more Marvel movies. But you don't think if they decided...
you don't even have to, continue the story. It can be, little spin-offs.
No, I'm talking about the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All these connected films. I feel like... I didn't say stop making Marvel movies in general. I mean the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With all these connected things and all that. We obviously know that it's not the end, because one, we've got Spider-Man Far From Home, there's a Doctor Strange 2 planned, a Black Panther 2 planned, there's also Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 planned, and some other smaller films that are supposed to come out, that are supposed to bring up new heroes that haven't gotten movies yet.
I was scrolling through YouTube a while ago, and supposedly there's over 400 Easter eggs in Endgame.
Yeah, I think I think I noticed a couple of those because there's a spot where you notice something from old. There's some stuff there's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. I can confirm that myself. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. I really wish I really thought about that, because since it's my second viewing, I could have been looking for more Easter eggs, but I wasn't. I do know one specific one that I'll talk about in spoilers. But overall, Will, good movie, great
movie.
Probably going to be the best. It's probably nothing this year is going to top it. Except for Sonic the Hedgehog. That's going to be amazing. I'm kidding.
This is a new video. Bye. Sonic just comes in.
Sonic's like, my movie's going to be 10 times better than this movie. We're also going to look over at Sonic and be like...
Even though I look like a gremlin, it's going to be better.
It's like, you guys can have your Thanoses and Infinity Gauntlets and Infinity Stones and your snaps. Man, I'm a humanoid-looking freaking hedgehog that does not look like what I'm supposed to look like. My movie's gonna be better. But guys, that's really all we have to say for this video, guys. I just decided, just now in my head, we're gonna do a spoiler video. And... yes, I do have a plan for a video where I sit down and discuss the whole movie with somebody else. But this is going to be a different video, so look out for those 2 videos in the future. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please tap the like button down below. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to all my social medias. Link down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.